All right, babies. I keep taking a break to actually get some work done. It's not something that I have to do right now. I could do it tomorrow. But why the fuck not? The computer's there, and when I want to take a break from shooting a video, I hop on and I Google. Yay! But it's fun because like I'm adding more code and shit like this. Git add dot git commit added SEO optimization and git push. I'll have to check it and stuff like this. So, alright, guys, now the video of this video, basically, the note of this video, I should maybe I should start doing some more catchy, like, I don't know, the first like 15 seconds has to like catch somebody's attention. I don't fucking care, bro. Anyways, have a solid relationship without a connection with somebody, as long as we can clearly discern the behavior. Why did I actually write this note? It clearly states that you can have a solid relationship without a connection with somebody, as long as it clearly discerned the behavior. I think I was thinking of professionalism, and I was thinking of what professionalism truly means, my guys. My guys, have you ever wondered that half the people that are around you are not really people that you know? Half the people in your day-to-day lives, the guy that makes you coffee in the morning in Starbucks, the woman that came and designed your house. Hell, who knows, man? The woman that worked somewhere in your day and the man that works somewhere in your day. Pick and choose. Everyone has like their own people, right? But like we don't really know them. Yet we find a way to handle each other amicably. And I was thinking about it. Naturally, I don't really think. Just observe how my thoughts are processing things for some fucking reason. But still, a big part of me is very narcissistic. It's like me. The truth is, it's not me at all. Or I am the intention. That's it. I am the intention behind everything that happens in my day. But what is a solid relationship? I think a solid relationship is defined with what is expected and what the outcomes that are expected as well. So each person has to identify what they're going to do, and it's a negotiation between the value that actually like comes out of this. So a relationship, a solid relationship, could be as simple as this is what I want from you, and this is what you get out of me for it. And if the other person agrees, why the fuck not? As long as we can clearly discern the behavior. I think when I mentioned the behaviors is where I was pointing at specifically the trust, because we're looking at a solid relationship, not any relationship. To be able to have a solid relationship, you kind of need some form of authentication, I want to say. Like, are you truly the person who pulls through? Are you the person that does these things? Are you the person that's able to like accomplish what what I would want out of this relationship? And if you think about it from a professional standpoint, when it comes to work, you practically do this every single day. Every single day when you're interacting with somebody professionally, naturally, because if you're buying coffee from a professional. So you yourself could be a dick or a professional client. As a client, I'm going to be the person that smiles, that nods their head, that goes, hey, how's it going? How's the good day? That's you being a decent human being, correct, but professionally. So, what are you doing? Professionally, as a client, you're actually doing your part, and the other person would do their part. Super fun. Now, same way in the place where you go to get gas, when you go to the supermarket to buy stuff, when you're at work and the clients come, you're doing your part as the actual like professional. And you could be working not necessarily with clients, but with managers, and your job as a professional becomes something as well. So these relationships and the interactions we have with each other, it's fascinating how emotional they are, but at the same time, how very much There's a sense of there's a sense of reliance, there's a sense of trust, or at the very least, there's a sense of responsibility that is exchanged. And most of the time, we don't really have to know anything about the other person. All we need to do, knowing something about somebody, right? Like I could know how you do your job. It does not mean I know you. I can know how you laugh. It doesn't mean I know you. I can know how you are when you get angry. I can know how you are when you're talking with somebody. I can know how you are when you're making food. But it doesn't mean I know you. That's the thing that I'm trying to like separate right here. Because I don't really have to know you to have a relationship with you, do I? A solid relationship is based on your behavior and my behavior towards each other and towards why we are engaging with ourselves. So I think society was built on that basis because let's face it, 2 blocks away from you, there's a high chance you don't even know who exists there, especially in the city. In a village, it's easy because there's not a lot going on and most of the people know each other. So I've seen this person in front of me for the past year, 2 years, 10 years, 15 years. I know enough about him to trust him or not trust him, regardless. But there's a relationship. But in the city, in actual society, in the depth of the fucking monster, which is society, of the organism that's ever moving and shaping the world and kind of like shifting with all its things, do we ever get to know people? And if we do, who are the people that we get to know, if not the people that we engage with daily? And we engage with in a way that allows us to get to know them. Yet there are people that kind of surprise us because they are just amazing in the whole concept of like you can rely on them. They have a sense of honor, maybe trust and responsibility behind them. But you don't really have to know anything about them. Yet you trust them with your house, you trust them with your kids, you trust them with teachers, right? Drivers. You trust them with I don't know, your money. You trust them with your own wellness. All of this are the people that kind of like gained a reputation of good, solid behavior, consistency in their behavior, their approach towards what they're doing, and why people want to build a relationship with them. They created their own kind of like niche. They were able to market their skills. They were able to have their skills talk on their behalf. He could be the biggest asshole in the world, but if he's the best at something, a lot of people would want to work with him. She could be the biggest asshole in the world as well. It's not a sexist thing. People would still work with her. Individuals that create value, basically. Consistent. I don't think it's just the creating of value. I really think it's the consistency of how they are. Like, I would rather work with somebody that's average but an asshole than with somebody that's a genius but very much unstable. Wouldn't you? The consistency behind, like, and here I say it, as long as we can clearly discern the behavior, how do you kind of like distinguish that? Like, how can you understand people's behavior if not by the fact that they're always exhibiting the same behavior? Then, at the very least, the constant exhibition of your behavior, the constant expression of whatever it is you are, is literally the only thing that's been consistent with me to a point where I can trust that that is exactly how you are. And then from there, you kind of just, it becomes easier for you to make a decision. Things become open, things become smooth. Well, at least smooth to making that decision. And a solid relationship is easily built that way. These are the people that you actually refer. He's a good guy, he's a solid guy. She gets the job done. Bravo, you can trust her, you can rely on her, right? These words are the important words that make a proper relationship. We try to find them with the people that are close to us, but it's often the people that are close to us are very much not those kinds of people. Probably that's why we were able to kind of like differentiate the different kinds of relationships in our lives. When you want consistency, consistency normally values money. But if you want actual like trust, confidence, and honesty, I don't know, nurture maybe, those things can't be bought with money. And they also come with a price, not really consistent. Isn't that how we handle emotions in our day to day life? But it feels like I need to explain, or I wanted to explain, or the explanation towards professionalism and how we are individuals in this society acting professionally based on our own interests. I think we need to structure this as we move forward in order to get to the part where we're able to kind of like find the common thread that links everyone together in a way where society is actually built on top of. It's a good way to go, and it's a video.